you were one of the first presidential innovation fellows, which is where I first met you. And your story of how you came into the PIF program is really fun. I think it's a story worth sharing. Can you tell a little bit of how you got connected into the PIF program? Did you know what it was when you entered federal government service?
Yeah, it was a pretty crazy story. So I was a self-employed entrepreneur. I did a lot of business efficiency consulting in auto dealerships, actually, is what I was doing right before I joined the government. And I saw a link on Twitter to Todd Park, who was the CTO of the country at the time, talking at TechCrunch Disrupt about this new program. They were looking for tech-savvy entrepreneurs to come into government and disrupt it. And I was like, that sounds so amazing. And I suck because I'm so unqualified. I work in auto dealerships. I didn't finish college. I would never be picked. But I was on the mayor's technical advisory board in Seattle and working on open data. And it said if you send in your resume to this program, you'd be added to the mailing list. And I thought this was some sort of federal government requirement. Like you can't even be on a mailing list without sending in your resume. But some little part of me had some hope. And I bought a $5 resume template on Graphic River that said, I'm Marina in enormous blue letters at the top. And I sent it in expecting to hear nothing. And it turns out months later, when Richard Kulata was picking his presidential innovation fellow at the Department of Ed, he had a stack of resumes, as he tells it, and mine, being enormously blue, stood out to him. And he gave me a call on a Thursday and said, hey, I'd like you to be my PIF. And I was like, what? Like, I don't want to work at the Department of Education. And I have to be in DC on a Tuesday. I live in Seattle. This is crazy. And then I decided that was just crazy enough to say yes. And boy, did I catch the bug of like what you can do at scale in public service.